What you're watching is part of an animation I created entirely inside CapCut Video Studio using the new Seedance 2.5 model. Compared to the previous version, I immediately noticed much better consistency and more accurate multi-shot generation, even with just a few simple prompts. Creating cinematic AI films is now much faster than before. That's a huge step forward for AI filmmaking and animation. Now, let me show you exactly how I created this animation. First, I'll search for CapCut on Google. Once I'm on the CapCut website, I'll click on Video Studio. Then, I'll simply type anything in the chat to create a new project and open the canvas. Here in the chat, I'll upload my reference images together with my color palette, then simply ask AI to create a reusable skill based on them. It will remember the character designs, color theme, typography, calligraphy, environments, and the overall visual style, so I don't have to explain everything again every time I create something. I'll also put all the prompts I use in the description below so you can try them yourself. Now, as you can see, it analyzed all of my reference images and created the skill. So from now on, all I have to do is mention legendary creators to reuse the skill. Next, I'm going to ask AI to generate a pre-production visual style guide so I can make sure the overall concept is exactly what I have in mind. And here it is. It generated the complete visual direction, including the color palette, characters, environments, typography, and even the story overview, so I can clearly see what we're going to create before generating any final assets. Honestly, the concept looks amazing. Now, I'm going to generate my first character. Before creating all of them, I want to make sure the design is exactly what I'm looking for. For image generation, you can choose models like Nano Banana or Seed Ream, then simply pick your preferred resolution and aspect ratio. Let's see what it creates. This is the character it generated for me, but I want to explore a few more options before moving on. Now, let me show you something really cool. Since I'll probably use this character in these scenes later in my project, instead of generating everything one by one, I can ask CapCut Video Studio to handle multiple assets in a single request. While it creates 2 more variations of my filmmaker, it can also generate the remaining 4 characters at the same time. I can even ask it to generate different aspect ratios for all of them in one go, so they're ready for future scenes in animation. This saves a huge amount of time while keeping the same visual style across the entire project. CapCut Video Studio lets you add up to 50 multimodal reference assets, which is like giving AI plenty of information to work with. This gives you more precise control and editing throughout the workflow. You can also easily modify any part of an image by simply asking AI to regenerate it. For example, if I want to change the typography, I can just tell AI to update it. That's another feature that makes the workflow much easier and faster. Now let's animate these scenes using the new Seedance 2.5 model. Here I want every character to make a dramatic entrance, so I'll select all my character images and ask AI to generate their entrance animations. One of the biggest improvements in the new Seedance is that it can generate videos up to 30 seconds long, and with 2 extensions, you can extend them to a total of 90 seconds. That's incredibly useful when you're creating longer cinematic sequences without breaking your workflow. The motion feels much smoother and more cinematic, and it understands the prompt surprisingly well with just a simple description. Just look at how each character enters the scene. Every entrance is different, giving each character their own unique moment without feeling repetitive. Now, back to the workflow. One more thing I want to show you is the video brief. You can create one simply by asking AI. The video brief comes with everything, including the overall story, scene breakdown, music, narration, and script if you choose to use them. But for this project, I only need the scene breakdown. After a few revisions and asking AI to refine the scene outline, it finally gave me exactly what I had in mind for each scene. Now what I'm going to do is select the entire outline and ask AI to generate all of these scenes as images at once. Later, I'll use those images to generate the full video with Seedance 2.5. Now that all the images are ready, it's time to bring them to life. I'll select the first group of images and ask Seedance 2.5 to generate a 30-second video. For this scene, I'll simply tell AI, based on these images, generate a cinematic sequence where chaos arrives in the town and the 5 creators prepare for battle. I'll also reference this image and ask AI to animate each character opening their glowing red eyes one by one, then combine them into a dramatic manga-style split-screen transition. This is really impressive. I didn't have to explain every single shot. The model understood the scene from the reference images and created natural multi-shot transitions on its own. And the character consistency is great. Every character keeps the same identity throughout the sequence, making the whole animation feel much more cinematic. The result looks absolutely great. Now, let's select the generated video along with the next group of images and ask AI to extend the sequence one more time. You can simply extend the video by itself, but I want to make sure AI follows my story exactly. So for the next prompt, I'll tell it that the 5 creators charge toward chaos, a battle begins, and they are eventually defeated. I'll just select the next group of reference images together with the previous video. And that's it. Now that I've generated all the shots I wanted, I can simply select them all and create a storyboard. From here, you can add a narrator. Just click on it, and AI can generate voiceovers based on the script for each scene. It supports a wide range of voices. You can also add music from the CapCut library, which I definitely recommend, especially if you're creating videos for TikTok. You can even add effects to your captions. Or if you want to replace any scene, simply click Replace on that shot. Then choose any video generation model you like, give it a new prompt, and AI will generate a new version for you. You can also replace the shot with a video from your own library if you prefer. Now, since I want a bit more control over the editing, I'm going to choose Edit More so I can continue editing everything in CapCut Web. Since Seedance 2.5 already generated the sound effects and music, all I need to do is trim a few scenes and rearrange them in the order I prefer. Once everything looks good, simply click Export. You can choose 720p, 1080p, or any resolution you prefer. Adjust the export settings, and you're done. I'll leave all the assets, prompts, and the skill I used in the description so you can recreate this project or build your own version. This is probably the fastest workflow I've used for creating an AI short film. Instead of spending hours switching between different AI tools, everything from planning and storyboarding to generation, animation, and editing happens inside one workflow. AI isn't here to replace creativity. It's here to remove repetitive work so you can spend more time creating and telling better stories. If you want to try CapCut Video Studio and build your projects, I've left the link in the description below, so feel free to give it a try.